Welcome back, class, to another live stream of Animation Collab. My name is Sonja and I'm a motion designer, and today we're going to see if I can animate a template composition driven by the linear function. I've already set this animation up in some of the past streams, or one past stream actually. And today we're going to take use of that and we're going to amend that scene as well so that it works in a kind of a different way than previously animated. So let's see if that works the way I wanted to. This stream is part of the collaboration with Andy. He has a cybersecurity YouTube channel where he creates content to be secure and safe on the internet and from hacking attacks, and how hacking attacks work. And the video that I'm working on in collaboration with him is for one of his upcoming videos, and I'm helping him animate some of the visuals to go along with his voiceover. If you've missed any of the previous live streams in this collaboration, you can watch them on my YouTube channel. And yeah, let's jump in. My hair is a little bit fuzzy today, don't know what's going on there, but we're gonna roll with it. So as you can see, if you've watched the work watching live stream last Friday, that I did not change my lower third, which is this guy over here. I don't know how to point because this is not mirrored. My camera is not mirrored, so it's really hard for me to point correctly. But this thing over here, I did not change it. It's still pretty illegible, so we're gonna roll with that until I figure that out. Until then, we're going to animate, and this, I think my camera, I nudged my camera a few days ago. It's in a slightly different position. So this is the animation, and we have the audio all cut up the way I wanted to, and we have the transition. I could push this over just a tiny little bit, just so that doesn't get hidden by that. Maybe like, I need to push the audio and the, why does it say draft? Oh, right, yeah, because he was going to replace that potentially. Oops, I did that wrong. Okay, so I'm pushing with Alt and page down. Welcome, Mr. M. So I wanted to, like, right at the end of this kind of slides in. So I like that a little bit more. It cuts off a little bit less of that. And we do have the audio as well in case we need it. I'll turn on the desktop audio in case we need that. And also, I need the wrong folder. I need, oh no, I haven't left space. Okay, there we go. I need the storyboard to see what is coming up next. So we've got the storyboard here, and basically we are now at this stage. This animates in, then we have this whole animation that I've already set up and animated, so that's the template composition already done. And this is the part that I kind of need to change, because this is something we don't have. So let's see. So basically, so let's see when he actually says. Let's have a look at each tactic in a little bit more detail.
As an attacker moves from system to system, let's have a look at each.
Okay, so I hope you can hear that. Hello, welcome. Alright, so I think I've animated it off at this point. Oh no, I haven't. Okay, because we don't want that quite yet. I guess one thing I haven't quite done yet is the end of 5. So what happens once 5 is finished? And actually I need this animation to like leave. And also the prof leaves at some point, so all of these layers are now obsolete at this point. So I'll just trim those out of the way. But what is still here is this. And this needs to like kind of leave. Maybe I can... I don't know. Maybe I can just fade it out. Or maybe I can just animate it off like very quickly. Let's try that method. So... moves from system to system. So it's basically when the character disappears, which is about here. So at this stage, let's put, so this is character out. Character out. So we have a little bit of time for this to leave, and I think what I'm going to do is, so I have the end animation here, and what I can do is I can add the start animation. I can probably just copy, paste the keyframes from the end, and that way it just kind of moves off. And I think, so what's the distance here? I want this to happen pretty quickly. So maybe like 5 frames in, like the next thing is happening and so on. So I want the start of everything. So I'm just going to get, actually no, I'm just going to get the trim path, and that's going to show me the trim path of everything. And it starts with circle 1, continues with arrow 1, and I can just grab the end keyframes and paste them to the start keyframes, and then 5 frames in, the next circle starts. I think I can just paste that in the... I wonder if the keyframes are the same length between that one, the 2 layers. I think it's like 20 frames. But actually, I think I can make them 10 frames. Let's keep it at 20 frames for now. And let's see how long that takes. I potentially think it takes too long. Actually, I can already see it's taking too long. So let's just bring this down to... Wait, why is that? Oh, right, okay, yeah. So it's going to be like this. And so at each end of these there's a little fly here, super annoying. I might clap really loud, so sorry about the loud noise, but I need to get rid of this fly. Okay, so now I'm going to copy that, paste that in here. At the end of that, it's still taking a little too long, but it's okay, we can have a little bit of overlap with the out animation. if it's not going to be too much. Oh, no. So what you don't want to do is copy a keyframe from a trim path and just simply paste it onto another layer, because then it'll just duplicate the trim path, or rather it will paste the entire trim path effect, which I don't want. I want the keyframe to be on the existing trim path. So I have to highlight the property I want it to go on. So it's the trim path's one start property. Oh my, this is taking quite a bit of time, so I might have to like speed this up a little bit. So that's like a good 2 seconds, which is just a little bit too long for an out animation, but I can play it. You know what? I'll play it back once I have the arrows animated. And then we can see how long that is, because I have a feeling it's still, even though I'm shortening the keyframe distance, I still think it's probably too long. So I'll just paste that, and I'll finish pasting that in here, and then we can play that back. Okay. Alright, so we've got, I think that's the end. Nope, this is the end. And this is the beginning. So I'll just render that out. It's gonna take a little moment. Yeah, they can definitely overlap more. Right now they're like kind of almost sequential.
System to system.
Oh, that's pretty
System
fast
to system.
though. Yeah, they can definitely overlap more. Okay, so instead of 5 frames, how about we just go 2 frames? 2 frames. And I will, oh bloody hell, this is too many layers. Okay, so what I've done there, I don't know if you noticed that, I have different layer sets, and they all have a label group color. And the arrows are blue, the circles are this, what is it, aqua, the items, which is the blue bits, are purple. And I do that so that I can, if I want to highlight multiple layers of the same category, so to speak, I can right click on this square, and I can select label group, and it will then select everything of that same color, every layer of that same color, which is really useful when you want to, you know, do what I just did. And I'm going to get the keyframes of this. So 1, 2, I moved my playhead, so I need to do the selection again. I move that here, but obviously, yeah, this is where something like Rift comes in handy. This is a plugin. I think it's a paid plugin. I never quite got the hang of Rift. It never exactly did what I wanted it to do. So what I want to do is I want to sequence all of these keyframes, and I want to sequence them 2 keyframes at a time. But first of all, I want this one, this blue one, to be two frames after the start of this one, then 2 frames after that one. I want this one again, and well, maybe, I'm not sure if that's exactly where I want it to start when it has barely finished animating off, but something like that. I do have Dojo Shifter, but the thing with Dojo Shifter is you can only shift layers, and I don't actually want to shift the whole layer, because then the beginning keyframes will also shift. I only want to shift the keyframes, and this is what Rift is supposed to be able to do. It has the option to shift frames, but it's never quite shifting them the way I expect, so I never got the hang of this plugin. It's like I'm either misunderstanding something here, or I'm just not getting it. Or it's, no, I'm either misunderstanding or there's something wrong with the plugin and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. It's probably the former, but yeah, I cannot figure this plugin out. I have, I got this plugin upon a recommendation from another motion designer. So that's why I got it. And I was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing. I always want to sequence keyframes without sequencing the layer. It's like, that's exactly what I want to do. And then, yeah, it's just not exactly doing what I want. So let's just try this. Left align to scrubber. Now it left aligned all the keyframes, and now I want to shift them to, what is this, state 1, state 2? I don't know what this means. Sequence 2. Linear. In, out, both. What does this mean? Let's see if it sequences. No, see, it's like, they're not even a frame. What is this? What is it sequencing it? What is it doing? Don't understand this. See, this is what I mean about, like, it just doesn't quite sequence it how I expect. So this is 2 frames apart, but it's sequencing everything from, okay, I can do it like this. So this, I think this option is now actually doing what I want. Yeah, I guess with training I would really get into it, but I used it like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, this is annoying. I don't know how it works. And I just stopped doing it. So let's just try it. No, but see, it's pushing the actual layer. That's exactly what I don't want, because I can do that with Dojo Shifter. I want to stagger the keyframes, but I thought we're talking in frames. I want to stagger the keyframes, not the layers. I don't get it. What's the difference? Affect all keys, only selected keys. Yeah, I only want selected keys. Affect layer in point. No. Affect layer start point. No. Affect layer markers. No. I don't know. I'll turn that off. Maybe gonna do something. Okay, so I had to turn the layer thing off and keep the keyframe on, and now this is 2 frames apart. Okay, so that kind of worked, I guess. And but actually, again, that's not what I want, because I want this one to be here, then this one to be 2 frames, and that one probably. Okay, let's just say these ones are 4 frames apart. Maybe that's gonna work. And then these ones are also 4 frames apart, but 2 frames later. And actually, I'm gonna undo that, and I'm gonna make sure that these are actually not moving, because that would mess up everything. Okay, the layers didn't move. That's what I want. And now I'm going to push them, oops, I don't know what I just did. 2 frames further. Okay, so I'll open Dojo Shifter. Oh my god! No, okay, I thought I could change them. No, so I can use Dojo Shifter for frames and seconds. But there are, what is this? Shift all selected layers forward. Okay, I didn't know that could do that. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I can use Dojo Shifter to shift layers. I mean, shift keyframes. I can shift layers, and that's the point. Yeah. I mean, okay, so right now I can test that, I guess. Oops, I didn't mean to undo that. I can test that, I guess. So I'm gonna highlight these. I'm gonna shift them. See, it already says offset layers, right? Yeah, there you go. It's offsetting layers. Oh, I might have an older version. Yeah, that's true. I did not do an update for... it's gonna open Explorer. Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Mr. M. I'm gonna check for a newer version. But now I figured out how Rift works, so I guess I can use that particular part of that plugin now. Okay, so why is nothing happening? Hello. So that can... Oh, okay, that's not happening fast enough. Okay, I think this needs to be like 3 frames, maybe. Let's go back to... oh no, 5. Let's stagger this 5. Yeah, this is the thing. That doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think this works because I always want the arrow to be 2 frames after this. And right now, that's not the case, right? So this is 2 frames after that. And this is now parallel to that. So I guess this would have to be 6 frames? I don't think I'm doing the math correctly here. But if you've watched me, you'd know that I don't do the math well. 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is that so far away? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's 1, 2 after that one. And this one's 1, 2 after that. Okay, now the staggering is correct. Okay, I'll just play that back and see where we're at. So now we're at around 2 seconds, I guess. That's okay for a transition, but it's not the best. Could be taking up less time. And obviously the items, the blue items, need to disappear as well.
System to system. 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 System to system.
That's okay. It finishes just as he finishes saying system to system, so that's probably quite alright. So this actually ends here. And I'm going to have to calculate that into my setup in the code that I've used. Well, thank you. I'm glad you find it interesting. There is more of this kind of content on my channel if that's what you're interested in. Do let me know, actually, in the chat or in the comments, what type of thing you enjoy watching in general on YouTube or Twitch, and particularly from my content. What is the thing that is like, oh yeah, I love seeing when you do that, or I love watching you explain this, or I love seeing this type of animation. Do let me know. I'd be very interested in that, and then I can tailor my content to those needs. Okay, so that's pretty good. So now I think I want to just fade the items out in the same distance as this. So let's grab the opacity and let's go opacity on. And I think it's 10 frames, opacity off. And these are staggered, I think, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are also staggered at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? I didn't realize I did that. Okay. So I'll stagger these at 6 as well. It needs to think for quite some time before it does anything. Okay. So now it looks something like this.
system to system, 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 system to system.
It does look like somebody just like wiped off the board. I think I'm not 100% if it works, but I do kind of like it. I'll just leave it like this for now, and then I'll see if Andy likes that or not. So 41 seconds and 2 frames is where this now finishes, and I need to incorporate that in not this, but anywhere where it says attack framework. So that's now, well, I guess it can be, actually, you know what? Changed my mind. I changed the markers at this point, did I? Oh no, I did not change the markers at that point. Okay. I think the original marker was here. Yeah. So that's the original marker, but actually the original marker needs to be here at let's see if there are any keyframes. I want this to end on the very last keyframe, which I think is 38. Nope, there is another one here. Okay. Okay, so this is where it ends. But then we have the little character. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is try and find a natural ending point where I can have an out animation so that the in animation of this is separate from the out animation, and I can call them with the code separately. But actually I think that would look too staggered, because right now him animating out is happening at the same time as all of this animating out. So maybe I'll just leave it. I'll leave it as one animation, and I'll just adapt this, the marker and... God. Of course. So now I've moved the character out marker. Oh, but it's in the same spot. Apparently. Ah, here. You're saying something is a bit abrupt. What is a little bit abrupt? The animation out, or what do you mean exactly? So the anticipation, so you've not seen this yet because I've only the out animation of the framework. Okay, so I'm hoping the way it won't look too abrupt is because we see the character starting the out animation by kind of like falling out of frame. So we see that, and then as that is happening, the background is also animating out. So I'm hoping that will create kind of a natural flowing out animation. We can have a look at that together with the character so you can see and judge if it's still too abrupt. The out animation of the character isn't perfect yet. I don't like the way the arms look at the moment. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point, but...
Who's from system to system? Who's from system to system?
Oh, it didn't... Okay, it didn't animate the whole thing. Let's see where it needs to go. So this is the end. Ah, okay, so it actually ends here. N. Okay, so a little bit more... rendering. I hate that it doesn't show the green line at the top of the timeline to indicate if it's finished rendering or how far it's finished rendering. I don't know why After Effects does that sometimes. Now I just have to blindly wait. It's so annoying. I feel like they could overlap a little bit more, but...
System. Choose from system to 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 system. Choose.
I think that works enough for it not to be abrupt, because the character, you can see the character leaving the screen, and then you kind of pay attention to the framework in the background leaving the screen. So I think that's okay. Oh, it's not finished at that point. Why? Okay, some keyframe. Ah, okay. It's actually finished here. And that means I need to update this. Okay. So now I need to update the code. So we are at 41 seconds, 2 frames. And unfortunately, because I am not using intelligent code, I have to change the code on every single one of these layers. But it's not that much work, it's just the linear function of this particular animation needs to change. So the 5, okay, so we're starting at 60, and 60 is 0. Yeah, there can be some tweaking done at the end. I'm gonna keep all of the detailed tweaks for the end of this animation. And also I just realized that so hang on a second. I need to change the marker position as well. Oh god. So this one, yeah, we're at 0 now. Okay, so I've now realized that I actually need to update the markers, and I need to remove this. Update the markers from inside of this composition, otherwise I'm going to lose my mind trying to update all of these markers. So, let's go inside of here, and I'm going to pinpoint where all of these finish. And then I just need to update them. Oh, it's a little messy. I should have really done that early on. But here we go. That's, it's a learning process, you know? Oh, something's not quite working here. So this is the beginning, and this is the end one. Okay, so this is start 1, and this is end 1. Then this is start 2. And 2. I would assume this is start 3. Yep. This is end 2. What? Oh, okay. End 3 is down here. End 3. Start 04. Hello, welcome to the stream. So I'm just updating my markers inside of my comp. So out here, I don't need to make changes. I can just right click and update markers from source. In case you're wondering what the hell I'm doing. So this is This is end 4, end 04. And I always try to start the next sequence of the scene on a round second mark. My After Effects looks different from yours. That's quite possible. You can move these windows all over the place wherever you want, and I have quite a lot of plugins open, so maybe that's why. Then this is end 4. Yeah, you know, it depends on what you need in After Effects sometimes. You don't always need everything that is available, so don't worry about that. We all just use what we need, right? Okay, so this should be start 5. Why is start 5 not? Oh yeah, okay, that was in the correct position. And now I'm going to go to end 5. Where can I jump into this comp? Okay, and end 5 is 41 frames and 2 seconds. Should be at 41 seconds and 2 frames, the other way around. So, yeah. Oh, I don't know why I had the feeling I needed to do that, because all I need to do is this. Okay, cool. Now I can go in here, I can right click on one of these and I can just update markers. Boom, all of my markers are updated. And I can do that on all of... I don't know if I can do that on all of them at the same time. Let's just try. Let's just try. And I can update marker. No, I don't think I can do that on all of them at the same time. Now I've lost overview of which ones I've updated, which ones I haven't. Okay. I think I've updated all of the markers now. Ooh. There's some chat in the chat going on. I love to see it. Yeah, multiple screens in After Effects is really good. I only have space for one screen, but I used to always work in 2 screens. It's really good to do that. Alright, you guys keep chatting about Afterlife. I don't know anything about video games, so you have fun. Alright, so what is... So we are now at 101 point... What could 2 frames be? 1? So let's see. I need to open this up. Okay, so. I hate when I cannot reach the bottom expressions window. Okay, so 101.1. Let's see if that's the correct one. I should probably do that on the one that I'm actually using it on. At end of 5. Oh, it was exactly the right amount of frames. Okay, so I'm going to copy this last line onto all the other ones. Well, if you didn't know this, I do a lot of expressions-driven animation. a lot of my content focuses on using expressions and code in After Effects. So this is one of my latest accomplishments. And it could be way more efficient if I didn't have to copy paste this code across multiple things, if I used like a script, or last time Tom, one of the patrons, suggested I use a text layer where I use the same script. So I need to look into how to do that, but then I would be even more efficient in my expressions writing. So, I need something more to drink. When I talk a lot, I drink a lot. I found this amazing lemonade at my local corner shop, and it's like way lower in sugar than your regular lemonade, but it tastes exactly like a lemonade, so I love it. You just move all the keyframes yourself like a monkey. Oh, haven't you learned anything from me? No, there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with doing things manually. If you have better overview in what you're doing, if you're more comfortable doing it that way, there's nothing wrong with that. But you could be so much faster if you used expressions and plugins and scripts. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so I lost a little bit of where are we going with this? Okay, right. Okay, so I need to update this one as well. So let's grab this very first expression. Oh my god, a lot of scrolling. I think this is the last one. Oh my god, I hate this. Why can't you just always be large enough? So I need to copy this because I'm using this in animation here, and I need that expression to match. And I also need to update the source, which apparently... Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. I need to paste the expression here and update the... Oh no. Oh, I've moved the keyframe here. Okay, that's fine. I just need to use it correctly. So I've made this slower, this in animation. For whatever reason, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure why I did that. You know what? I'm gonna not do that. Well, I have this marker here to indicate that this is where this intro animation should start. But I have a feeling I don't want it to be that way. Let's see. Okay. So, then I also have this one that I want to change, and here I want animation out. Okay, cool. All V animation out. Animation out. Out. Cool. And then I will also update... Oh, okay. So I've changed the duration of that here as well, but I shall just update that anyway. So I've just changed a whole bunch of things that weren't supposed to be the way they are currently. So... So I don't know if I just broke everything, but let's see. Oh, the end animation wasn't supposed to be there at all. Okay, let's find out where the finished animation was supposed to be. So the very last one of these is here. I think this is the last one. What are these? What are these columns? I don't remember. I don't remember what they're doing. Why do I have like orange columns and green columns. There's a reason for this. I just don't remember. I don't remember why. Oh yeah, because they do something else. Okay. So this is, I think... What did these do? Oh, I see. This is the longest one. Okay, so this is where the in animation officially finishes. Okay, so I actually placed this marker in the wrong spot. So I need to update the markers again. And okay. Now it's all falling into place. So let's update these because the markers are clearly in the wrong position. Okay, that's it. Let's save. Ooh. Well, I also use I also import things from Illustrator. You can still use a lot of plugins and scripts and expressions to make your workflow more efficient, especially when it comes to keyframe animation or making things just faster. You know, like the sequencing of layers, for example. You can do that all manually, that's not a problem. But you will be faster if you use plugins like Dojo Shifter or Motion 3, things like that. Ah, there was a question about the key. Yes, so this is an expression I found. Unfortunately, it's not something I created myself, but I will explain to you how it works. So this line right here, you know what? I'll zoom in for you and then you'll see a little bit better. Let me move this. Okay. So this is looking for the keyframe, and you do have to denominate the keyframe with an index number. So it's looking on this layer, for a marker with the key number 1 in the whole timeline. So even if I move these markers, it will look anywhere on the timeline for the first key. This one looks for the second key, well, marker. It looks for the marker with the number 2 in line. This is for the third marker, the fourth marker, and so on. So if it's not looking for the names of the markers, names are solely for my benefit. So if I was to move this marker here, now this marker is number 2 marker, okay? And I can, let's undo that. Let's not break things. And I can show you that that is the truth. Where are we? Okay, this one. So, whoa, why is that cut off? That's not supposed to be cut off. Why is that cut off here? Oh dear. What have I done? Oh no. Something's wrong here. I'm not sure what it is. So I guess this is supposed to happen faster or something. I don't know. Okay, so so it's supposed to finish here, right? So it's animating in tra-la-la here. If I move this further, this marker that was behind end 1, it's now finishing at this point. You see there's no movement. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Now you can see. So let me demonstrate that again. So right now is animating until I hit this marker right here. Oh, it doesn't stay where I moved it to. That is so annoying. So this marker right here that's where the animation finishes, because I told it read marker 1 and marker 2 and play back the time of this time to that time, play that back between those two markers. So if I move this marker, it will play the times that I specified faster or slower depending on how far the markers are apart. If I, however, move this marker in front, this now becomes marker 2, because it's the second in line. It doesn't care about the comment, the names of the markers at all. So now this animation finishes here, because that's the second marker. So that's how the key part of the linear function works. Or actually, this is not the linear function. Sorry, the linear function is this down here. This is the linear function. And I just realized that this is still an ease instead of at linear. Let me check if that's actually still in ease down here, because I don't want it to be ease. Oh, come on. I hate this. So, okay, this is in linear. Excellent. So that's exactly what I want. And I'm just going to paste this in here in case I ever copy from the wrong layer. I want them to be the same. And I really need to look into this using a text layer to use the same expression or like lines of code that I can then duplicate onto other layers, so I don't have to do this copy-paste business. Okay, so this is number 4 back here. This is number 2. So with all of this back and forth, I kind of lost my thought process. The code that you use in After Effects is based on JavaScript. It's not exactly the same in the sense that not all the things need to be followed the way you need to follow them in JavaScript. Like, for example, I have variables here in JavaScript. You would need to write var in front of a variable before you start writing the variable. That's not something you need to do in After Effects. You can ignore that rule. And I'm not super familiar with JavaScript, but I do know that it's based on that language, but it's not exactly the same as that language. So maybe it's like a simplified JavaScript or something like that. It's okay. You don't need to absorb anything. If this is entertainment enough, me just chatting and showing you what I'm doing in After Effects, that's fine by me. You don't need to learn if you don't want to. Nice. Yeah, being fluent in JavaScript is definitely helpful for After Effects expressions writing. It'll definitely help you. Like, I never used to write in JavaScript. I have a little bit of knowledge of HTML and CSS, but only very basic. So I kind of understand some of the ways of writing things, but because they're not that closely related, there's just a little bit of overlap. I got into it easier than somebody who's never touched a line of code, but I've never worked extensively with JavaScript. So yeah, I'm kind of new to this as well. Okay, so I kind of lost sight of where we are with this. Where am I going with this? Okay, so I think the point was that right here is the transition from this to the next thing. Yes, exactly. So now the next thing happens, and the next thing needs to be shit. It kind of sucks that it doesn't finish like 2 frames before this. But that's okay. I'll just go here. I'll just go to 42. And this is going to be start 06. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to animate this off and move it to the center. So it's essentially... Oh, man. Okay, I think I know what I can do. I have like a essential graphics here. No, wait, I have an essential graphics for this. I think, oh my god, what happened? Why is it like this? Okay, here we go. Right, okay, so I have a scale. What is screen X? I forgot. Oh, okay. What I can also do is P. I can put the position screen. This is the screen, but this is the whole screen, right? Yes. Undo. Okay. I will put this position in here, in this essential graphic that I've set up, and this is going to be the framework position. That way, I can animate it off while sliding it to the center so that this first column is going to be in the center to achieve this look, which is what Andy really wanted. So this is something he really wanted included in this part of the animation. So that's what I'm going to do. So essentially, I need a new line of code here, and so this is the end of that. So we can block that new thing. Okay, so we have a new thing here, and we have update. Ah, it's so annoying. You know what? I'm just going to, yep. Okay. So where is the start? The end of 5 is here. So this beginning of 6 is here. And now I need to add new code. Okay, I'm going to make this larger. So now I need animation 6. Which, again, it would be very handy if I had, like, this whole thing that I didn't have to duplicate that. I could just update, like, one place. Oh. I am not doing audio-driven animation, but a marker-driven animation, if that's interesting to you. Okay, there's a lot of chat happening. I don't know if that's directed at me, so if you want to ask me something specific, just say Sonja in bold and all caps, and then I will respond to that question, and otherwise you just feel free chatting to each other. You would like to see a little preview? Yes, I will show you a little preview in just a moment. Can we meditate a little bit? Yes, I would love that. We can do that. Yes, can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, cool. So there is a expressions library thing that I could set up. I haven't learned that yet. So that is definitely something that you can do with expressions and in After Effects in general as well. It's just not something I've learned yet, so I don't know how to do that yet. There are 2 methods of doing that. There is an outside script that I could set up that I can then call upon from within After Effects. But then there's always the risk that it gets unlinked or something breaks with an update of After Effects. I've had that before. And then that script link doesn't work. Then there's the other method that Tom mentioned, where you have a text layer and it holds a bunch of code and you can call upon that code. That's the other method. And I also have not learned how to do that yet. So that is still on the to-do list, and that's how I can then improve my expressions writing. So what am I even doing? This is an animation in collaboration with Andy. He's a cybersecurity expert, and we've come together to create an animation together. So he's done the voiceover, the script, and the overall story of this video, and I've helped him with the design process. So we did a kind of client designer interview in the very beginning of this collaboration. You can find that video on my YouTube channel. And then from that point onward, I went on with storyboarding the video, then getting feedback from him on the storyboard, then kind of laying out all of the asset files in Illustrator, then bringing all of the assets into After Effects, and now I'm in the process of animating those assets slowly, scene by scene. So this video is about 8 minutes long. I think we're like 2 minutes in right now, so there's still a bunch of animation that needs to be done, but by having animated this template scene with all of this heavy code in it, because this scene is going to be used, I think, 3 times in the video, I've saved myself a whole bunch of work by not animating or copy-pasting keyframes every time I need to use the scene, but instead calling upon the different segments of the scene with markers and this expression. So that's kind of what this giant piece of code is based on. Oh, thank you. I really do hope that I'm very good at talking, because I want you to have a good understanding of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I'm glad that that makes sense to you. Yeah, it's is the juice worth the squeeze? It depends. In this case, it is, because I only needed to animate this scene 1 time, and now all I need to do is, what I've done is I've set up all of the keyframes, right? And all of the times from which point to which point it needs to play between those 2 keyframes. And now all I need to do is play 2, play 3, play 4. So in this case, it really is worth the squeeze. And yeah, but you need to really weigh up. Sometimes a lot of initial work isn't worth the squeeze, but sometimes if you don't think it's worth the squeeze, and then you don't invest the time, and then you figure out, oh, I could go a lot further with this piece of work, but now I've not done the preliminary work to set it up correctly. Now it's going to be more work trying to adjust it. So I always I err on the side of caution when I set up my files, and I do put in a little bit more prep work than maybe sometimes necessary, just to give myself the option of expanding a scene or a character animation or something, if I want to, because I have had the experience that if I don't prep enough, prepping later on in the animation phase it's a mess. Like all of your keyframes can get messed up if you need to break a character apart into smaller pieces that you didn't do before, like things like that. So I always how to fucking say that word? I err on the side of caution. I don't fucking know. Okay, never mind. I try to be more cautious than and prep more than sometimes necessary. Yeah, it's hard to figure out when it's necessary to go the extra mile and when it isn't. But yeah, from experience, yeah, I erred perfectly. Thank you. From my experience, it's worth it most of the time. Because sometimes you just can't foresee what you want to do with an animation sometime down the line. So, okay, so we're at 40, so it's essentially, no, we're at 43, I think. 42. Wait. Oh shit, did I use the wrong code? Wait. This is 41, and this is 42. Okay. all is well, all is well. Okay, this is... I need to get rid of some stuff. Switches, let's turn those off. Modes, I think we can turn those off as well. A little bit more real estate in the timeline. Okay, where were we? Down here. So we're at 42 seconds, which these numbers may appear that they don't make sense. And that's because we're actually starting at 1 minute in the timeline, and it appears as 1 hour in the timeline. I realize that sounds really confusing, but I do have a tutorial on this topic. Yeah, it's expressions, nothing makes sense. It's actually, in this case, it's my setup of the composition that may not at first glance make sense. But I shall tell you. Let's go to my YouTube channel and I will show you which video to watch if you are interested in finding out more about my 1 hour / 1 minute composition length. And that is, if you go to my YouTube channel and you go to motion graphics tutorials, there is the... I think it's this one, yeah. Give yourself some room with start timecode. So this is the video to watch. Let me just zoom into that for a sec. So this guy over here, and it will explain to you why I start my... Sorry, just trying to put that back. Why I start my composition at 1 hour, which actually isn't 1 hour, but if you notice that when I'm at 0, it says 1 hour 000, right? But actually, my duration is at least 1 minute long, and I arrive at 1 hour, and then that's my 0 point from which I start animating. And that's because I set my start time code to 59 minutes, so that when I push layers back, I have some leeway here to like see the layers and them not being cut off by the 0 mark. The 1 hour is definitely a lie. The cake is also a lie, in case you didn't know that. But basically, that's what I need to factor in my expression. So 0 is actually 60 because we're at 1 minute in the timeline, even though it doesn't appear that way. It is 1 minute. So all of these calculations are based on we are starting at 1 minute, okay? So even though the comp is at 0 or 1 hour or nothing at all, the expression still counts from the beginning of the timeline, which is 1 minute ago. Do I start eating the stream in 1 hour? Well, it doesn't exist, right? The stream is also a lie. Everything's a lie. I am a vampire. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, so we're at 102 because we're at 60 minutes is the start. Actually, you know what I could have done. I could have started, oh boy, with the massive scrolling. What I could have done is give the start time a variable, okay? Start time. Oh no. Okay, when it's purple, it's a reserved term. I don't want to use a reserved term. Start time code. Okay, start time code is 60. And then in my calculation, I could have gone start time code. Start time code. That would have probably been cleverer. And then I could have gone start time code plus 3. And then I'm actually using the correct times. So I could have done that. And now if I want to continue with that, I have to replace all of my expressions. Oh my god. I really need to learn how the text replacement thing works. Could I use the time expression to avoid the numbers? Maybe. No, actually no, I could not, because the time the numbers that I'm calling upon aren't isn't the time in the timeline, it's the time inside of this composition. So my expression is on the time remapping, and it's playing back the time from inside of this composition. So this is 60 seconds, which is 0 but 60 seconds because of my comp setup. And it plays, the scene ends at 3 seconds. So I'm telling it to play this composition out here. I'm telling it to play from this, the inside of that composition, from 0, 60 seconds, to 3 seconds, 63 seconds. So that's why I'm using the numbers here. Maybe there is another way of doing it. It's a possibility, a way that I don't know, like a more sophisticated way of doing it. Maybe. I don't know that. Why do I have so many layers here? Surely I don't need all of these layers, do I? I don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, so where did I start amending this expression, by the way? I kind of lost track of where it was. Is it the top one? It was the top one. Okay, cool. So, so basically, yeah, I could do it like this. Start time code, and then start time code plus 3. And then that way I'm not using like the weird numbers back to start time code. What? Yes, that's right. Adobe One Kenobi, it's the ref time code from another comp. Thank you. That's very well put. Okay. So I'm just gonna amend this because I think this is a way more sophisticated way of doing this, because then I'm actually seeing the correct time from within the expression without having to calculate the 60 frames. So this is plus 4, and this is start time code plus 7.6. Wow, look at me doing something clever. I hope this works. I hope it doesn't have a problem with like additional calculation, because that would suck. And then this is start time code plus 14, and then this is start time code plus, oh, what did I do? Plus 15, and this is start time code. Now we're in the 20s. Then this is start time code. Oh no, I'm missing the pluses. Plus, plus, plus. Don't forget the plus. You're getting dragged down with the calculations. Come on, it's so nice and orderly now. It makes way more sense. This was a mess. Oh my god, there's like a rainstorm outside my window. It's really distracting and really loud. I don't know if you can hear that because it's like really like pounding my window right now, and I'm sitting right opposite. Okay, so this is, wait, how was that 22? Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Until 41. So this is plus 41. Oh, 41. Okay. And this is haven't adjusted this yet. Okay. So I'll just this is 6. Okay, let's see if that actually worked after I've made this amendment. So actually no, this is the wrong one. So this is, just copy this and put it on the 5. So I can so huge. No, where are we? Here. Okay. Okay, so let's see if this actually worked, my little experiment. So we are starting at this point, and it goes ra-di-da-di-da. I think it's actually working. Oh my god! Yes! Okay, let's do it this way. Let's use this weird start time code variable. Way better. Way better. Okay, I'll copy all of this weirdness, and oh my god. Can we just go? No, don't do that. I don't know what I just did, but I feel like it was the wrong thing to do. Okay, so I want all of this on all the other layers. Oh my god, I wish I had set it up with like the text layer. Like Tom said, I hate copy pasting all of these lines of code. So annoying. So smooth. So smooth. Yes. Alright. Okay, I think that's all of them. No, because I don't want to copy paste the entire expression, because each one of these layers is calling a different scene number. So I don't want to replace the whole thing. I have considered becoming a great coder. Maybe I'll just abandon everything to be a JavaScript master. I don't know. I love animation. I love, really, honestly, this is like my fave thing to do. Expressions-driven animation. It's kind of this niche that I fell into, and I really love it. I really love optimizing things and making things animate with that optimization. Whoops, hit my microphone. I'm gesticulating too much. Okay, so where are we? So now I need to find out when this is finishing. Actually, I haven't even figured out what needs to be finishing, but... Okay, I remember. Okay, so, where is the voiceover? Down here somewhere. Oh, I guess we don't have voiceover here. I mean, we do. I just need to find it. I don't know where it starts. Nope, that is like way in the beginning. I don't know where we are with this. Oh no, moved something I wasn't supposed to move. Yeah, when I get excited, or even when I'm just explaining something, I'm like all over here, and my mic is like right in front of my face, so every time I try to like do something and say something, I'm like bang, bang, bang on the mic. Okay, that's not the part. I don't know where we are. Okay, almost there. It's somewhere around here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bleep, bloop. I think that's the one, right? Let's have a look at each tactic. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so we are starting right here. Right there. And this happens until achieve their objective, okay? So that's what we want. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one. Cut this. I'm gonna cut this. And give this a little bit of space. No, not that much space. Uh-huh. Wait. Rather an attacker will use a wait. Oh no, that's the wrong text! Oh no, and there's no text here. It's the wrong text. Let's have a look at tactic in more detail. Well, I guess it's this next part. I don't know. Yep, I guess it's just until here. So this would then be end 06. This could be technical. Yeah, okay, so this is like the next thing. So it ends here. And now it's 51.5, I think. Give me your best guess of what 10 frames out of 25 is. Is it 0.5 or 0.4? Or maybe less, or maybe more. I think it's 0.5. Maybe it's 0.4. I'm going with 0.5. That's my guess. Okay. Let's go in. Let's go in. And so it's, what was it, 51? 51.5. I don't remember. What was it? 51 and 10 frames. And I actually need the time code here, so I need to turn on something like switches. Yeah. Wait, that's incorrect. I actually need to call that scene if I want that scene to play, so... Cool. Let's see. Huh? No! 2 frames too long. It was 0.4. 51.4. Yeah. 0.4. 99.7. No! You are wrong, sir! Okay, so... so what's supposed to happen here, actually? I don't remember. What happened to the original plot of the movie? I don't remember. What was I supposed to be doing? Oh, it's actually not 6. God damn it, it's not 6. It's 5 backwards. I mean, it's 1 backwards, so it's animation in backwards. I don't know why I did this whole 6 thing. I mean, it's the next animation, but it's actually animation out. Animation out. Actually, yeah, animation 6 is animation out, but to a different degree. So, what I want is... Oh, and also I need to change... this, because now it's I need to create variables for this. I don't have those yet. Yep. Copy V start 6 end 6 11 12. And now I can... oh, what's the problem? No problem. Okay. Start 6, end 6. So, start 6 is actually this animation out, which is this guy. But we're not finishing at the same time. We are finishing at... actually, you know what? I'll just add the same time, and then... well, I just need to remove this. Yes. Okay. I'm actually not sure why I'm using different markers. I don't want different markers. I want... I'm getting confused, okay? I'm sorry. It's been too many expressions. I'm losing my plot. Okay. Okay. It's actually end 01 to start 01. Okay. 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 Holy shit. Okay. Actually, no. No. I am gonna go with the other keyframes, even though it's not a new scene. It's not an 06 scene. I'm still just gonna go, oh no, I've been amending something else. No! No! Damn it, I broke something. What have I done? This giant code is a little confusing. Where was I? Where was I? I was in 6. Where is 6? This one. Oh boy. Okay. It's tiny code, and I'm in the clouds. Yes, I'm both. Okay, so. I'm losing the plot. It's too much code. Oh my god. Okay. So, we're going... Ah! Okay. I want to play back from the animation. From the beginning. I want the out animation from the beginning, okay? So that's what we're playing back here. The only difference is that I want it to stop as soon as I get to this column here, right here. I don't know if I... that's not possible. It's not possible. I mean... Okay, it is possible. Maybe. Let me think about it. I wonder how, if I can overlap these two scenes somehow. Okay, let me... Alright. What I'm gonna do is... I need to recreate the animation from the off animation. I need to recreate it. There is no other way. There is no other way. But how? What I can do is... Okay, actually... I can crop these. I'm gonna crop these that I'm not actually using. And I'm actually going to make these cyan. Because these are the highlight ones. Get rid of those. And what is this one? I don't remember this. Oh, this is also the cyan. Okay. This one's cyan. This one's cyan. This one's cyan. This one's cyan. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna time remap all of these, and then I'm just gonna reverse the keyframes of the time remap. Yes. Yeah, I definitely need to gather my shit. Okay. Yeah, I think time remapping is the best way to go. Otherwise, I don't have an overlap with this, like, animation. It's not ideal, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna copy this. And I think this is the only time I need to do that. So I'm gonna remove the other time remapping keyframes. So now we only have this. And that's cool. I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna put it on all of these. So that I can then reverse that later. Oops. No, no! Wrong keyboard shortcut. What is this one? This is also a cyan, isn't it? Yep. Make this cyan. No, 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 no. Cyan. Okay. Okay. Any more? Cool, 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 cool. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of those, deselect the cyan ones, and I'm going to use motion 3 to duplicate the keyframes. And the keyframes should be happening at 6. Ah, shit, I should have just highlighted the keyframes. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's do that now. Hopefully I don't have any keyframes highlighted that I don't want. Like from the cyan. Okay, no cyan keyframes highlighted. Okay, now I can use... Let's make this larger and this smaller. Why is this suddenly so huge? I don't know what happened. Okay, bye! See you! Wow, Cannes Festival just started. Very nice. Have fun watching that. Oh, I have no more water. Yes, you all witnessed the shame. Hi! What graphics card am I using? Oh my god, this is the second time I got this question. I should probably look that up. It's an NVIDIA GT 670, something like that. I don't remember. Can look it up real quick if you're really curious. How do? It's like properties on this PC or something like that. I can tell you my RAM. It's not showing me my graphics card in my about. What's that all about? Why is it not telling me? I don't know. Right click on my desktop. Okay, excellent. I shall do that. Oh, NVIDIA panel. Nice, 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 nice. Got it. It's taking a moment. It's not showing up. Okay, there we go. It's an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. That's my graphics card. That was the most up-to-date one in 2018. And, oh, well, that's the most up-to-date that I could afford. Let's put it that way. So there are definitely more up-to-date ones now, but I'm very happy with it regardless. Yep, the 1050 series, I've also heard very good things about it. I mean, that's the reason I chose it from all the options that were available at the time. Okay, so motion 3. We are now going to clone them keyframes because it keeps the sequencing intact. And all I need to do now is reverse them. So I'm going to highlight them all, make sure that I've highlighted them all. I can right-click Keyframe Assistant, and I know this is off-screen, but you just go all the way to the bottom of that menu and it says time reverse keyframes. And then it just plays them the other way around, which is very handy because now it can do this without actually animating this one. This is the only one I don't want to do that, because then we can go out here and then now I do need the time actually. Now I've decided, okay, we are using the time, so now I need to figure out what the time is. So the time is exactly actually I need to move these keyframes to be on the time. Be on the time. At 42 seconds in. We are finishing 42 seconds in. And we're ending at 45 seconds and 5 frames. Okay, 42, 42. And we are ending plus 45 and 10 frames was 0.4, I think. 0.4? 42.4. Yes, excellent. So this is the one that we're keeping. And as this whole thing is happening, we are moving this because I have an essential keyframe, essential properties here with that framework position that we can now keyframe. All right, and we can keyframe this. Oops, no, not the Y. We can keyframe this bad boy to the center of this, which is somewhere around here. Bam! Okay, then now we're gonna easy ease that. Well, not easy ease, 75% ease. Why didn't you do that? Okay. So then we're going from, and then this is the end. Oh, what happened? Oh no, it's moving. Oh no, okay. Okay, it needs to start moving a little later, I think. Hee hee. Oh no, oh no, the sequencing is wrong. Okay. Okay, the sequencing is wrong because obviously it needs to start on this side instead of the other way around. Okay, how many frames are they apart? Now we can use Rift. 1, 2. 2 frames. Now we can use Rift since I now know how that works. So first I'm going to align them all at the playhead, and then I'm going to Rift them 2 frames. Go! Oh no, it's the wrong way around. Okay, why? I wanted... Oh right, I need to change the direction, ascending, descending. Yeah. Yeah. So it ends here. End 06. And then I can actually update this marker. Is it updated? Okay. Really? No, it's not updated. What the hell? Oh, okay. Okay, it's in the wrong place, actually. And 06. Now it's in the right place. I did think it was a little weird. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. So, and then it does something like this, but it is moving way too fast. So let's do 100% on this, and why is this not animating away? Oh boy, this is moving way too fast. Now not fast enough. where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? What's happening? Oh, it's way too far. Okay. Oh, it's just 0. Okay, just off 0, I guess. There we go. It's all good. I like weirdos. I'm a weirdo. Alright, so very close to playing this back. Alright, that's what I like to see. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Maybe I'll make both of them 100, so it's like... Excellent, and now we need the text, which is reconnaissance. So let's go back to, why is this so huge and tiny at the same time? Huge in ways that I don't want it to be huge. Okay. And if anybody's gonna say that's what she said, I'm gonna slap you over the head. Okay, so we've got the text, we've got the animation, and we want it to be here. And we want it to say reconnaissance. I think this is the right way of spelling it, possibly. So let's just copy that. And text is going to be this. Yeah, it doesn't need to be all caps, but it's okay. Ooh, it's huge. Make it smaller. Actually, I may have used this somewhere else already, so let's see what that size of that was. I think it was here somewhere. Yeah, here, this one. And the global size is 50. And the text position, I'll just copy this. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Let's see if I can copy that. V, yes I can, and it should be 50. Oh, why does that not work? That should work. It should be the same size. Oh, this is not, wait, why? Did I change the position as well? Oh no, no I didn't. Why does this not work? 183. Why is it too high? 960, 183. It shouldn't be too high. Let's try and spell this without all caps. Reconnaissance. No, it is too high. But why? It is not too high. I was just zoomed in. What's going on? Okay. I preferred the other one, the all caps version of that. I just realized we have a problem with this drop color thing because now it's on gray. So what I could do is this drop color thing, this text frame has a color, I'm sure. And I'm gonna put that color here. I'm gonna put a controller here, color controller, and make that available for the text BG. Link that. Open. Come on. Come on. Open this and whack that in there so I can control the color. Text BG. And then in here, not in there, in here, I can then change that. Oh, it's white. Okay. It's not supposed to be white for everything. Damn it. Okay. Let's see. I want this color. That's this color. Okay. I want that to be the standard color. Yep. But for this one, I want it to be white. So here. For this particular one, I want it to be white. There we go. So let's hear the voiceover. I don't know if I have it here. I do not. So let's bring it in. I think it's in here where I have it. Yep. So I'll bring this into here. And these are all guide layers. So all of this audio will not appear in the original. I mean, in the main comp. This is just so I can animate it. All right. Oh, wrong spot. Starts here. That's a really short column. But it's supposed to be the first one, so... Alright, here we go. Rendering. Now we can have a look at that. It's gonna take a while. Okay, maybe I... Whoa, 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 that's so loud. I mean, at least for me. I'll render that with one missing frame, so it's a little bit faster. Okay, so I want the reconnaissance to appear when he says reconnaissance. And I want this to play back a little slower. So let's have this. Nope, it's gotta be 100. Oh. That's weird. Yeah, okay. So I will pre-render this. Gonna take a moment. Actually, I would like to change my replay cache before play. No, not this one. This one, cache before playback. Okay. I don't want it to play. And if you're wondering what I just did, I also have a tutorial about that. Preview shortcuts on my YouTube channel. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, timing's a bit off. Okay, so a little bit earlier. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's play that back again. Oh no. Can't see anything. I hope that's gonna... Okay, I would like... Stop. I would like this one to be a little smoother, so let's put that at 100 as well. So then it's going to go like this. Why does it end so abruptly here? It shouldn't do that. It should be nice and smooth. Why does it do that? It's like not smooth. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but it like arrives really abruptly, even though it should be very smooth. That is super weird. I don't know why it does that. It's at 100% influence. It should be super slow, super smooth how it arrives there. Don't know why it... And now it's off center again. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. It's just not smooth. I don't know why, but... Wow, okay, that's playing back really slow. Let's skip some frames. Let's give it a little bit more, a few more frames to have a look. Yeah, I don't know why the frame isn't smooth like it should be. And like whenever I change the velocity, the frame position is suddenly somewhere else. I'm not sure why. So strange. So strange. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, that's like even more abrupt. I don't know what's happening. No idea. So strange. Well, it must be something to do with the function on the time remapping, I guess. I could try and add an ease onto this. Maybe it won't be quite so abrupt. I don't know. This is an area I haven't quite gotten to. It got really quiet in the chat. I hope the stream didn't interrupt. Not at all. Don't worry about it. We're just having fun here, right? I hope the stream is still going okay, as all of a sudden it's very quiet in the chat. Okay, so... I'll just leave it like this. And now we can play back what we've animated today, and I think that's right about here. Yeah, right? I think it's quite mesmerizing as well to see all of those layers work together. I missed the beginning again. I want to see the beginning. There's a long wait between this starting. There's like a really long wait from here to this actually starting. Oh, why is it starting like... It seems to be like not even playing back at this point. Okay, something's not right. I need to check the expression. It's not doing the right thing. Okay, it should be marker 11 and 12. All right. Let's update markers from source. Okay. So the marker should have been a little bit further. That's fine. Then it should be from start 6 to end 6, timecode 42 to 45.5. Okay. Something's not right though. I'm not sure what's going on, but it should be playing at this point already. So, but I think what's happening is the animation starts here, but it starts at the bottom here, what we don't see. So what I can do is I can just crop it at this point. That way I don't have this long of a relay. And let's see if that's any better. That also, God. Yeah, I think the JavaScript is going okay. The only thing that's not... Okay, I need to do some adjustments here as well. It's moving too soon. Oh, it's moving too fast. Okay, so... Okay, there's a pause that I don't need. I'll just start the text here, so it doesn't quite overlap as much as before. Maybe that's why I moved this keyframe, just because Yeah, I think maybe I moved this keyframe on purpose to be there, so... And this actually, you know what? I'll undo moving this layer because this is where I want it to be. Since... And then... maybe that's why. Maybe I moved this on purpose to be just a little bit slower. And anytime I change the duration of the keyframes, I need to change the position of this for some reason. Not sure how that makes sense, but whatever. Yeah, and the further the keyframes are apart, the more abruptly it stops. Sorry, what was in the wrong place? I'm not sure if something was in the wrong place, but... Oh, right, I elongated this, so I need to actually crop this layer at this point. Yeah, the longer I make this... Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll do this differently. I'll do this differently. I'll just leave this like that. I'll just put it underneath. God damn it. Every time I make a change to the length of this layer... Yeah, the essential graphics properties and the time remapping expressions are interacting in a way that I'm not entirely sure why it's doing that, so it's a little bit difficult to time this right now. But I think this is probably, like, close enough, so I'll just play this back. I'll play that back from the beginning again. That's alright. I'm happy with that. The way I could avoid this, like, pause at the end is just remove this, like, there's like a pause in the audio somewhere, I think. And I could... Yeah, there is this pause for some reason, so I can just remove that. That way, this comes closer. I don't know how many frames I just moved that, but... let's close this. That way I can... Yeah, just move this a little closer. Yeah, so at this point I can have this a little sooner. Cool, okay, and then that scene ends here, because then after this it just disappears, and that's going to be the next scene where I just make this this thing disappear and the whole thing go away. Yeah, so I think that's about it. So that's, I think I'll keep the out animation of this scene for the next stream, which is going to be on Tuesday. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now there isn't so much of a pause between that and that. I think that works really nicely. Reconnaissance, a disappearing act, indeed. I think the reconnaissance comes in the right time. This kind of bonks into place. I'm not super happy about that. I might have to play around with it. I don't know. I'll see how I feel about that at another stage in time. But for now, that's cool. And we already have that in our main, I believe. Need to update the markers here, so that's the end of the animation there. And I do need to update the audio as well, because that's obviously different. It's cut differently here. So this is the audio now. And I can put that in the main here. Bam. Put that in here. And make it not guide layers. And that should be this audio, which it is. And I'll just turn this one off. That's the original. Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for joining. I hope you had fun today. I definitely did. Thank you for being so active in the chat. That was really fun, seeing the interaction and also all the questions that you threw my way. And I hope to see you next Tuesday for another animation collab. On Fridays, we do work watching, where I work on video editing projects. Currently, I'm working on putting together some short tutorials for you that I will put on my YouTube channel. So tune into that if that's something that you're interested in. Other than that, you can catch me on Instagram and Twitter. All of the links for those socials are in the description. Thank you for my patrons. You are the ones that make these live streams possible. If you'd like to become a patron and have access to project files and expressions that I put together regularly, you can join the classroom, and the link for that is also in the description. And I also have a Ko-fi and a Buy Me a Coffee, where you can buy me a tea, because I do not drink coffee, and support me in that way. Thanks for joining, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!